Thought we'd start with a little light show. I got this from The Source, which is the corporation that took over for Radio Shack up in Canada. And this is when these kinds of LED things first came around, so this is like one of the older ones, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, as usual, I picked it up on clearance. It's one of those USB expandable port things, but it's not a very good one for that, but it does have a good light show. I think Big Clive would like it. But yeah, so back to the stool. The arm is finished. Yeah, it's working. Everything's cool. There's my mom's old cell phone there for a display. And the little thing to deal with the bottom was this. If you slide it out, you can just drop that thing in there entirely. And if you need to stand up, you can just push that back up, slide that underneath. The arm moves around, no problems there. The strength is mainly in the washers. And for what it's worth, I put these little bits of little mini 90 brackets in here. These are just wood and glue. I figured it'll give you the extra support that I need in there, just in case. And if they ever do come loose, because I didn't screw them, I just used glue, I wouldn't screw these little bits. Because if they do come off, well, then that tells you that it's time to re-glue it. So it's no biggie. Yeah, that's just the battery. This could be the charging station. And what else did I add here? Yeah, the other day I was walking around on my usual voyages and I found this piece of plastic. I don't know if it's what type of plastic this is, but reminds me of the stuff they used to make or they probably still do hockey balls from, but it was a lot stronger than the plastic hockey balls. Yeah, so I cut pieces off and put them on the bottom of these legs, because as I was saying in the last video or two, that cedar has a tendency to split and you don't want to be dragging this around. And you know, instead of just putting on some kind of dumb feet on here, I thought this would be cool because A, it was free and resourceful, and B, I think it kind of looks cool, and so I spray painted them silver. Of course, I spray paint everything almost. And what I did was I just with a regular saw, you know, whatever it is, the thickness of the blade, 1/8 of an inch thing. Yeah, I just cut it right exactly in the middle. And that's all I did. I just made one cut. And I pushed I wedged them apart with a pair of needle nose pliers and some elbow grease. Slid them on. As you can see, if you're going to do this, you might want to make these first. Slide them on and then finish your wood, otherwise you'll mark up your wood. So, not that I'm really concerned, this is just kind of like it's going to get marked up, it's going to get marked up. That's what it's for. Yeah, so there is an update on the stool. Another little inspiration here. Little booklet I made. I was watching one of Jimmy's videos on making binders. Really old school style, like he stitched it and everything. It was really cool to watch. But so that kind of inspired me to do this little mini project booklet here. So when I get some tinker ideas, and I think there was one other thing to mention here. I brought my lucky ruler down. This one, you can see that mark right there. Yep, that's the magic mark on a 6-inch ruler. Thanks, Frank Chester. Yeah, you gotta watch Frank Chester's lectures to find out what that is. All right. Yeah, that's a stool for now. I think I have a couple of more modifications in mind, believe it or not. This could be just an ongoing project.